amigos, just looking at me torch. Excuse me, where's the oh, Jesus Christ, where's the, just had me torch, me good torch, I mean. I don't want a crap one. Okay, well, I'm saddled, it's not crap, but I'm saddled with the inferior torch. Right, that's regrettable. I just like carrying that powerful torch. I think that says something slightly weird about me. Right, quick drain of the bilges, brilliant, nothing in there. Quick check. Well, I'll tell you something, it's a bit of a breezy night. Now, quickest way to the pub, it's got to be up there. So, right, those doors definitely shut, I heard it. So, obviously, you may, my astute, loyal band of followers, will recognise Bugsworth Basin. And over there, I'm not going to shine the light right over, but over there somewhere is Imogen. And it's delicious. Okay, I'm getting a bit carried away. It's crew. I was going to say it's delicious, delectable crew. That's just way over this. Even by my ridiculous standards, that's too much. But the lovely couple who inhabit said boat, Ian and Jeannie, have popped over to the navigation, or to navigation, as a lot of people say in these parts. So I'm going to go and join them. I'm only here for 2 nights because I've just got to I've got to do some washing basically. Anyway, I've gone over the whole washing conundrums and the scenarios. I find it endlessly fascinating. You probably don't, so the less said the better about all that. But it's a weird place of a night. Where am I? There I am. Camera won't show. I know, I always say it, but it is true. It won't show my boat. Anyway, let's get ourselves to the pub. I said I was going to practice my Geordie accent, didn't I? Get myself to the pub, mate. I'll blow you fucking head off. See, that's me Peaky Blinders one. Sorry for the language, by the way. I do apologise. I don't get banned or anything, but that's me Peaky Blinders thing. See, I mastered the Brummie accent a decade before all that before it became fashionable. Do you know what I mean? And that's the frustrating thing. I was a decade ahead of the curve. Now everyone's doing it. It's just passé, isn't it? He's got a fucking gun. I don't know if they even said that. I don't know. More than likely they will have. There was like 15 series of the thing, wasn't there? So, anyway. The sky is striking. It's quite breezy. Well, it's windy. Just look at that. The moon is up there. Clouds scudding past it. A clear and bright night, and I can get the torch off, I think. Oh dear, oh dear. So this is crazy, right? This torch, one of the things I don't like about it, having a poor battery life, is you have to press 6 times, 5 times to switch it off. What's that all about? Come on, Amazon. Oh shit! I nearly walked into a huge puddle. Sorry for the language. I won't even show. I can't be bothered showing you the deadly puddle, but it definitely was there. Anyway, so I'm going to be heading up there in the morning to do the washing. Absolutely not looking forward to that trip, to be honest. It's just looking like a weirdo, you know, is one thing. with this massive bag of washing on your back. It's, I don't know, anyway. There's Dave and there's Ian and Jeannie. Right, I was going to pull a face at them amusingly through the window, but I've realised it wouldn't be as amusing as I thought it would. I'm going to film this because this is, I didn't expect it to be this strong. And this is this is crazy. I mean, it wasn't this strong when we walked out, certainly not, was it? What's going on? This is almost as bad as it was last night. Well, it's up to you guys. You're going this way, aren't you? I've got to go across there if I'm going to my gaff. Over the bridge, yeah. No, well, this is the short way, but actually, this is the short way, isn't it? I like the short way, but I also like a plan rather than just take off into the dark. So this will give us time to.
There is another bridge just up here.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, the big one.
The facilities one, yeah. No, I mean I know that's there. It's just it's 200 yards further, and to me that's anathema. I don't.
It's safer down this way because it's on the grass rather than this dodgy bit.
But
look at the clouds here. There's loads of stars here.
Yeah, no, you're right. And the fast moving clouds as well, by the way.
And the satellite.
Listen, I don't know this. I think this morning, right, the move was fine until I arrived here. It was not bad. It was supposed to be 40 mile an hour gusts and all that.
Lights on down there, isn't it?
Is that me?
Is that you there?
I think that's me there.
That's yours, isn't it?
Yeah, with the 4 lights on.
Yes,
that's me.
That's you.
I always leave them on so I can find it when I'm drunk.
Well,
but
either go and get 4 and the dog, or we go across that bridge, or we go.
Yeah,
just come back up here.
No, you're not coming this way.
We stay on ours.
Well, you know.
We haven't got any lager.
No, I just.
No whiskey and beer, isn't it?
I know, mate. Listen. No, honestly, why not pop over, right? If you don't mind, though, I mean, it's a bit of a hoop. If you don't mind popping over, just have a little couple of beers, maybe, and well, I'll tell you what. Listen, I'll press on because I've got to go and hide my axe and everything. Because the last couple I chopped up, I made a bit of a mess, so I've got to go and tidy up. So you want to grab a couple of beers? You can see where I am. Yeah, that's me. The 4 lights. That's me. 4 beers and a dog. No axe murdering. That was a joke. Don't worry about that. No one's getting killed unless it's me. So I'm going to go and tidy up, and I'll see you in about 5 minutes. Blimey, right, okay. So I can't really do. What I'm doing now is I'm pointing the thing. I'm pointing the torch in my face. I can't do it because you can't see nothing. So I've got to go over that. And I don't think this wind is any worse, actually. That's where I was, by the way. That was my last bird. But I don't think this wind is any worse than what it was last night. I think what's going on here is that it's a more open location here. Whereas down up, I hear the noise, but it's just water lapping and ropes slapping and different things. Anyway, I can see a torch in the distance, so someone perhaps walking over, but yeah, it isn't more windy. It just seems more windy because it's open terrain here. This basin is kind of in an open valley, and it's just like a wind tunnel. how cold it gets. But, you know, boats have these stoves on them. There's where I was, that's where I used to walk down when I was here a while ago. Oh shit, what's that? Oh, it's a black object in front of me. You guessed it, a plastic bag with dog poop in it. Oh dear, right. Lower Basin arm look fantastic. We got no time for that. The guys are going to be coming over in about 5 minutes. So, oops. Thankfully it's dry. But these shoes are ideal. This is no time to talk about shoes. Idiot. Anyway. Quick check of the knots on the ropes. That one's sound. Sound as a pound. To borrow an old Scouse expression. And I'll just check the front one. Yeah, absolutely solid. No worries. It is blowing a bit of a hoolie, and the panels have gotten tilted, so let's level them out, but not too bad, you know. When it's really bad, at certain angles it bangs the panels, blows them and bangs them. So here we are. Oh, time to get on and prepare to be the host with the most, but actually the least by a long way. So right, so what day is it? Wednesday, I think. We're at Basin, and I wanted to just pop out because there's a storm. Yesterday it was Storm Isha, I think it was. Let's get the sunlight. Yesterday it was Storm Isha. So today it's the storm that begins with J. Well, tonight, I think. I'm just looking, there's no lights on that boat. I don't think they're occupied. Here's what it looks like with no light. Okay, bugger all. Cannot see anything. The winds, there's a bit of a lull in the wind. So, it's so lovely, this place during the day. The boat's getting bounced around. You can see, I mean, even in this little tiny basin, we've got considerable, I'm saying considerable waves, I know they're not considerable, but for a sort of a canal, they are. Shortly ago, the boat was bouncing around a fair bit. It's calmed down a bit now, getting a little bit of a bounce, but it's not too bad. There is the odd jolt that is quite significant. And so I don't suppose I'm going to get a fantastic sleep tonight, to be honest. See if you can get the boat's being blown around. I could possibly tighten that rope, I think. I'm wondering whether to tighten that. Because look, when the boat comes back in, there's going to be a bounce and a jolt and just, yeah. That's not fantastic. I'm not going to check the... do you know what I will do? I will check the front rope. I'm going to check the front rope. Yeah, I don't think that boat behind me is occupied. But, do you know, I'm hearing some odd noises, but of course I will, because there's bloody wind blowing everything around. So the rope looks okay. The knot still looks good. Let me just check. Have I still got 3 turns? I just need to make sure. I want 3 turns of the rope around here, minimum. In fact, you know what? I'm just going to all the rope round. There we go. Over on this side, I'm not going to flash the light over. There's two boats over there. There's my friends Ian and Jeannie in Imogen, and there's a boat there, a cafe boat, which I think is currently empty. So at the moment, to my knowledge, there's only me and the crew of Imogen, who are the inhabitants, as it were, which is a slightly spooky thought, but you know, what are you going to do? To be honest, the boat's going to be bouncing around all night. That's obviously the path on to cross the bridge and get to the facilities and everything else. It's going to be blowing a hoolie. I'm not going to get an awful lot of sleep. I know already. We've got a lull in the wind at the moment, but the boat's going to be pretty much bobbing around all night. The fenders are an absolute lifesaver in weather like this. What is it? Oh my god. I thought it was 144 miles. Anyway, it's a mile marker. I thought the boat was going to be bouncing around everywhere. That's really spooked me out. That's stone, that's standing stone there. But it's a mile marker. That's the way I describe it. It's very atmospheric. You can almost feel the history of the place. I mean, this has been 1796. You know, that's 200 and odd years. That's incredible. Anyway, it's a bit nippy. Oh, Shiner, do you know what's happened? You will not believe what's happened, right? Let me get the torch on. Let me stop it just one more. Okay, so it's not going to stop flashing. So that's a pain in the arse. What's actually happened is I left this door ajar. Right? I left it. I've got to sort the torch out. This is doing me nothing. Okay. I might as well switch it off. I can't see anything anyway over there. So, yeah, I left this door ajar here. I wonder if it'll come on. No, it's still flashing. I don't know why it does this. I pressed the button in some... Wow, the wind's getting up now. Now, look at this. I can't get the torch on. It's been blown right out. I've got to stop this flashing, this stupid flashing on the torch. Boat's been blown right out, but that would have really thumped against the side there, but that fender stopped it. But anyway, the real point is I just popped out and I left the door ajar. The wind has blown it and it's closed on itself, and now that door is shut. But look, Boy Scout, I thought to bring the key out with me, which is very unusual for me, having a sensible thought. But I realised there was a risk of the door blowing shut, because look what happens. Well, it didn't that time, but you can see how easy it would be. Anyway, get that stupid torch off. I don't know what's going on with that torch. So I've come back out because I'm guessing... Oh no, where's my bloody fender? That's why the boat's bumping. I've lost the fender, guys. Where is it? There it is. Right, okay. The boat was banging. I hope it's not too far out. The boat was banging against the bank all of a sudden. And it's because this has come loose. God, it's not gone too far. There we go. Here we go. Oh. I mean, oh look, and while the boat's just been banging for 2 minutes, see all the white scratches? Anyway, let's get this thing back on. all I can do is replace it and hope that it doesn't blow off again, really. It's because it's rolling. The boat's rolling backwards and forwards. This thing rolls and it eventually ends up dragging that off. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to take this mast down because I can hear it rattling backwards and forwards in the wind, and I'm going to tilt the panels as well. That's my normal sort of thing when it's quite windy. Tilt them up like that. They seem to be less susceptible to getting caught by the wind. Anyway, you can see as the boat's rolling backwards and forwards. Anyway, if that goes, I mean, the problem I've got really is if I lose this thing, it's going to cost it's going to cost about 40 quid, which is a lot for a brand new one, if I can even find one. It's eBay click and collect. It's just a nuisance. I could tell. It's funny. I stepped back inside the boat within about 2 minutes. It's been fine all evening, but I stepped back inside the boat within 2 minutes. I could feel it banging. The only question in my mind now is whether it's worth tightening this rope. Problem I've got, right, I can feel the wind coming at me, and trying to blow the boat off the bank, see? It's trying to blow the boat off the bank by the back. My worry is, as a Mansfield, as I catch it in a lull, if I undo that knot and try and tighten it, there's a strong off the wind underneath that, it's really strong. Look how much it's pulling the boat out. It's really pulling the boat out. Now that rope will last, that will take the boat. It's a nice rope. That rope will last. It'll take the weight, so I shouldn't have a problem. It'll last, you know, the night and everything. What's that going to noise behind me there? From that little anyway. As I say, it's a bit of a weird place, but yeah. I don't know. Should I try tightening? Just get it tightened up during a lull, because it'll stop the boat jerking to the end and then slamming back, you see. But if I try and do it when the wind picks up, I could get caught out and I won't be able to hold the boat in. But I could do with stopping the more violent motion. I think I might give it a go. Let's see if I can give it a go. Right. I've got to do this when there's not, and there's not like a strong. I'm waiting for a lull. I mean, it's a lull now, okay. I feel like we've got a lull. Let's see if I can just get this tightened up now very quickly. There we go. There we go. Taking the slack. That's it. That's it. Right. It's not perfect. It's not perfect. But it's a bit less slack. This is what happens. They do in heavy weather. They do work loose, these knots, sometimes. That's not perfect. It's still got some slack in it, more than I'd want, but it's better than it was. It's tighter than it was. Let's have a look. The boat's getting on here. I won't know until there's a strong gust. I can hear something banging. Oh, it's imaging. Let's see. Simulate a strong gust. Push it out. Yeah, look, see, there's still loads of room for it to swing out. I've not really sorted anything there. And now it comes bouncing back in. Perhaps it's a bit less violent. I don't know. I've pulled it as tight as I can, so I'm going to have to leave it now. And hopefully we'll still be on one piece in the morning. Right, folks, I'm on my way out again. Just checking in my pocket. I've got the key. Yes, I have. yeah, so what's it all about? What's it all about, right? Right, well, what it's all about is, I'm going back to the pub, actually. So here's what it looks like. It's not too bad tonight. You can see, probably almost see the boat. I don't know, because it's full moon, which I might add is slightly worrying. Very slightly worrying, the old full moon, because is there any lights on? No, there's no lights in that boat behind me. That's very regrettable. I would have liked some company on this arm. I saw a boat go down there, Blue Adelaide. I saw a boat going down the arm over there this afternoon. Only one boat I saw moving. It's very windy today, so hopefully there'll be somebody down there, but you never know. And I don't know who's staying on boats over here. So to my knowledge, there's only me and Ian and Jeannie on Imogen, who are sort of in the boat, in boats in the basin. Where, and it got. I did that thing of waking up at 3:30 in the morning last night. Now the thing was, right, there was a crazy storm on, so you know, the boat was getting bounced around a bit. So, what can you say? I was going to wake up probably. Just a bit odd that I woke up at 3:30 though. Oh, hello. Hang on. Hello. Hi. Oh no, you're joking. Right, I was just on my way. I'm literally on my way over. All right, Ian. Well, I'll tell you what. Yeah, well, it's fair play. Well, listen, I'll go and grab a couple of beers then, shall I? Yeah, I'll pop over. I won't stay the full night because I was a bit wasted last night. To be honest, I was a bit rough. So, but I'll bring a couple over. Just stay for an hour or so, have a quick chat, and then leave you in peace. All right, matey, so I'll give you 10 or 15 minutes and then I'll pop over. All right, I'll see you in a bit. Thanks for the heads up, Ian. Cheers, mate. Bye-bye. Right. Okay, so the news is the pub is shut early, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But look, while I'm here, can you see some lights there? And you can't see it. There's a dog there with a barking. Where's this come from? And can you see the ripples on the water? It's still really windy. The lights there, that's the navigation. And this is the tramway here. So the good news is I've got two boats down there. I mean, they're a few hundred yards away from me, but, you know, they're within screaming distance, as I always say. So that's good. But yeah, it just... This is going to sound stupid, right? And I know this before I even say it, but I've got to say it. It is a windy day. I mean, it was terribly windy last night. It was really windy. So, oh shit! Oh, that is so embarrassing. Okay, you will have guessed what happened. I don't know whether the camera picked him up. I'm not sure, really. I'm trying to sort of show, like, so it shows me, but also, like, I need to see ahead. That was Jean and Enie's dog, Jack. He just ran up. He must have heard me, smelled me, God knows how, saw the light, dashed over to check me out, recognised me, and he absolutely tore off back towards his boat. So that was a bit unnerving. I must be honest, I just heard these suddenly. I'm talking about things being spooky, and I was about to say I heard 3 knocks on the side of the boat about an hour ago, and sort of quickly popped out. There was nobody about. Now, again, things can bang. Objects, loose objects with the wind can bang. It's so easy to happen. So you can't read anything into it. That's what it looks like. That's where I'll go over that bridge to get to the guy's boat, which is over there. So I'll get myself sorted. I've just got to grab a few beers, to be honest, and I'll head over. But unfortunately, young Jack timed his arrival with absolute precision when I just happened to be talking about things going bump in the evening. So, got me head torch on because I'm carrying a bag, but I'm also carrying a bottle as well over to Ian and Jeannie's boat. So, yeah. So head torch, basically, that's why. Not because I enjoy wearing a head torch, but it is a showbiz necessity. So, again, always double check, got the boat key before I leave, and off I go. So, I don't see this being a late one. Right, the door's still banging. Now, I'm not as spooked. You working? Yeah. I'm not as spooked as I was last night, even though it's a full moon. Maybe I should be, I don't know. Everything okay? Yeah, it's all good. I saw movement at the front of the boat, right? And it was just a bloody duck. But for a moment I was like, oh. Once you start getting the idea that there's something weird in your head, I do think it self-perpetuates and creates issues. Anyway, so I'm just crossing over the canal. There's Imogen over there. The intensity on this beam, it's not wide, this beam on the head torch, but it doesn't half travel. Anyway, so I've got me bottle, got me bag with a few lager out. So, yeah, not going to be a late one. It was a bit unfortunate. Not last night, but the night before. I went to the pub with Ian and Jeannie, and they popped over to my boat later on for a couple of beers, but we didn't end up finishing till, I don't know, it was like 11:30 or something. And it's just not. I don't normally drink that late, to be honest. You know. And it had an effect. I was a bit wasted the next morning. I was pretty damn rough, which I don't normally get. So I'm sort of once bitten, you know, twice shy and everything. So I'm going to take it easy tonight. I do hope I'll see them again soon, because they're a lovely couple, but you just don't know. Yeah, you just don't know where they're going to be travelling, how fast, you know, how far. Anyway, I think they go in the front door, whereas I use the stern. I think they use the front. So I'm gonna here we go. I'm going to approach from the front, as it were. Oh dear. It's very kind of them to invite me in, I must say. There's a 50-footer like mine. Plus they've got this amazing kind of tender. Hello. Hello, young man. Hello. Oh. Oh, yeah. Nearly give myself a hernia getting in. Right, just straight in, guys, yeah?
Harry! Yeah, what
that little bugger.
The dog.
He gave me the fright of my life before. Did you see what he did?
No.
Sorry about the heads, hang on. He ran up behind me when I was on that path. Honestly, I was walking along. So I'll turn this camera off now. I was walking along with this camera going. saying it was a bit spooky last night, a full moon and everything.
Panther ran up behind you.
Yeah,
Harry, put me cushion down.
because I heard like 3 knocks on the boat earlier on,
Alright.
but there was no one around.
No, it wasn't us.
No, I know, it wasn't you.
Get that off him.
He won't let go. Ready.
I'll just leave that there for now.
Instead. Have
So-
that instead.
So I'm sitting there talking to me camera, you know, going, oh, it's a bit spooky round here. And all of a sudden I heard behind me, and I shit myself. Yeah, you little bugger, you scared the life. Nah, I'll be all right.
You sure?
Yeah, no, you scared the bloody life out of me.
There, you know, it gets really warm.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Would
Yeah,
you?
it does.
Well, I'll sit over there if you want. If you like.
No, sit there if you want.
But to be honest, I'm not that much of a fan of the heat. I'm fine without it. Yeah,
It's entirely up to you then.
yeah.
It's quite mild out there.
It is fairly mild tonight, isn't it? So if I leave that just there,
Entirely up to you.
would you leave? Are you leaving your door open anyway, guys? Yeah.
We're not yet, but we do if it gets hot.
So is this going to close?
We'll close it, yeah, we'll just close it too. But you can, if you get hot, just shout.
Yeah.
Because it does get...
Well, exactly. So listen, Jeannie, if you like the heat, you sit there. I'm fine, honestly.
No,
I'm not a big fan of the heat.
it's entirely up to you. You can
Yeah,
get
I'd probably sooner sit over there if I'm being honest.
Go on then.
If there's a choice, because I feel like a TV interviewer in this chair. It's quite.
Yeah, it's
Oh, blimey! Honestly,
Complete opposite of your boat.
yeah.
do you know it's absolutely charming, though, guys? It's lovely.
That light up anyway.
Do you know what? Oh my God, it's absolutely lovely.
It
It's.
used to have a lot more fairies and bits and bobs.
Oh no, honestly, I love it.
When he painted the ceiling, he took them all down.
Do you know
And he
something?
said they're only putting half of them up.
I am not a fan. I've never been a fan of like what I call clutter. But the way this is and the way you've laid it out, it's absolutely lovely, honestly. I never thought it could work and feel comfortable, but it does.
Shush. Shush. Well, the big sofa that you haven't got
Yeah, yeah.
turns
Comes
into a
into
bed.
halves, comes through the
It's
Does
very
it?
comfy.
That's all right, that isn't it?
Sleep on it, really
Let me
well.
turn this stupid thing off.
And then we've got the huge telly.
Well, there you go.
Come round and see if there's any, take some statements from somebody. And somebody had already said to me, I saw you hit him on the nose. And I thought, if somebody,
You don't want him in court.
well, he said, if somebody says, I saw her hit him, he said it'd be you that was down and not him, because you struck him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So I had to cancel it, didn't I? I
Yeah.
had to let it go.
Well, I'll tell you what, I haven't had a drama like that. I've never had a...
Well, it's a long time since I hit a 6 foot
But-
floating on the nose.
If someone charges up because you're running your engine or a Jenny at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I don't know what you do with that, because that's just like,
Well,
you
I
know...
punched him on the nose in the end. I couldn't believe it, and I said, "Yeah, no, I bolted him. I cracked him." I
Yeah,
tell you
yeah.
something, It went down the towpath news. It went down to Birmingham, Coventry,
No.
Leicester, didn't it? Within days.
That there'd been a big fracas, yeah?
And my friends were saying, "Jeannie, what's this I hear about you? You've seen some bloke on the nose." I said, "How did you know about that in fucking Birmingham?" He said,
Fucking hell.
and then another
Well-
friend has said, "Jeannie, I heard you've been in a fight with a bloke outside. Punched this bloke on the nose."
I'll tell you, it's a small world, isn't it?
Bloody
Well,
Leicester,
listen,
Coventry.
I'm going to love you and leave you guys, and the young man. So I'm going to be up
You
there
don't
for...
want him to walk you back in case you see anything.
Yeah, watch out for the Black Panther.
Don't start. Because if I get too scared, I'm coming back here and kipping on that couch.
Just give a big scream.
So, yeah, guys, so listen, what I'll do is I might see you in a week or two up at New Mills or somewhere up that neck of the woods. Because, like you say, you can't stay here forever, unfortunately. And I feel like now the weather's easing off. So if you do go north, I'll be up by New Mills or whatever. So fingers crossed, I'll see you up there.
Definitely by Monday.
But and if
by Monday.
yeah, no, I'm fine here. And what I'll do, if you want to know what the morning situation's like when you're moving here, just send me a text, and I'll let you know what's going on. Yeah, I can see fine.
Definitely by Monday, if not before.
But listen, you know, it's up to you. But what I'm saying is, if you want to know what spots are available, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
So listen, Jeannie, thanks.
All right.
Thanks a million, guys, for having me over. I'm terrified now. The mad Scottish boater and the black-headed headless horseman of Bugsworth Basin.
None of them round.
Yeah. Hey.
Don't forget, it is a full moon.
Shit myself. I'm taking them all on my own over there.
It's where the madness comes out of people. That's where it gets
Yeah.
its name from. That the werewolves come out on a full moon.
Shut up. Shut up.
I won't tell you anymore.
Yeah, listen, guys, thanks for having us over. And hopefully I'll see you in a week or so, you know, fingers crossed.
If not before, it's
Yeah.
Monday.
Lovely seeing you guys. You take care.
Right.
Have a nice evening.
Yeah, see you later.
Good night. Well, are you on? You are on. Oh yes, you're on. Right, so stopped in. Oh, there's a torch, or is that a reflection? It's a reflection. Sorry, I thought I could see a torch approaching me. Down the thing, it's a reflection. I think we've decided that now, haven't we? But I'm heading over there. I've got to say, this torch is absolutely amazing. I had to use the head torch because I was carrying a bottle of beer over the bridge there. But now I've got the proper one, and this is something else, this. I mean, look at that. You know, I don't know what this camera's showing really of it because of the angle, but let's change the angle slightly. Look at that. I mean, you can see. Storm's died down now, the wind's died down. It's much more like 15 miles an hour, you know, just it's more of a breeze than a wind. What we've also got, by the way, is a full moon, and it looks like a really clear sky. Looks like there's not a cloud in the sky. Now the full moon thing is a slight concern, I can't lie, because this is a bit of a spooky place, and a couple of spooky things have happened. I'm not making a big thing out of it because it was very windy. Actually, there's lights on. There's lights on in that boat down there, so that's reassuring as well. Is it lights? Yeah, it's definitely one light. And I know there's two boats further down the basin. Cafe boat down there seems to be empty. So, yeah. But there are two boats. On the arm I'm on, there are two boats further down, so that's kind of a relief. It's not a relief. I sound like an absolute wuss, don't I? Yeah. Just did a bit of a noise. Let's see. I heard the noise, but look, it's just ducks. They look like they're struggling to get through. Maybe there's weeds. So, but down the arm, there's me, right? The arm curves round about 300-400 yards away, down on that corner. You can't see it. I can't see it. There are two boats. I saw them earlier on. So I have got company, even if it's not in sight. And we've also, thankfully, we're now into sort of normal weather, as opposed to the madness that we've had for the last, I think, maybe 3 days since the ice thawed. The knots. I'm not even going to check the front knot because it's tranquil tonight, so there shouldn't be any issue. What I will do is I'll just try out the bilge pump, and there's a little tiny teeny trickle, so that's good. What you're not looking for when you press the manual switch is water coming out, because that means there's water in the bilge. So for the last time, oh look, a little family of, if I say family, it's all males. For the last time, and it may be for a while, I don't know, I may not come back, I don't know how this is going to pan out in terms of movement. Big gang of ducks over there. For the last time, for a while, potentially, I'm going to say farewell to Bugsworth Basin. Well, do you see that weird stone? It's a milestone. It's not what I thought it was, which is a gravestone. And there's the full moon up ahead. And it's time to get in, because it is still quite chilly. So yeah, but it's a shame to say goodbye to Ian and Jeannie, because they're such a nice pair of people. They really are absolute characters, but lovely people. And I'm sorry to say farewell to them, but that's sort of the way it is with when you meet boaters, sadly. They're over there, and in the moonlight for once I can see them, whereas on previous nights I couldn't. So yeah, farewell Bugsworth, farewell Jeannie and Ian, sadly.